Hi. Okay, I just want to give you guys an update on what's been happening lately. I'm going to my new apartment. This was my new apartment literally 6 months ago. I just started making videos. So when you hear me like 2 months ago saying, I got a new apartment, well, yeah, this was my new apartment after sleeping on the flea infested couch. Well, this apartment had its issues too, hence the plastic on my bed. There's a huge bed bug problem in the apartment complex that I'm in. It's not huge, at least not for me, because after I heard about it, I bombed the shit out of my house. I put plastic around like my mattress and stuff like that, but I still feel that itch. I still feel, they had people come treat it supposedly, but I still feel that itch. So I have to throw everything out, all of my things, anything here, all my clothes, everything. I'm like starting over from scratch, which I feel kind of comfortable with because I've been homeless so many times, and kicked out of my mom's house and stuff like that. So honestly, I get no growing attachment towards my material items. They come and they go. What else happened today? I went grocery shopping. I am a major produce fiend. I love green things. I love fruits. I love vegetables. And pretty much I'm at the bus stop and I was about to go get a piece of ice cream because I really wanted some ice cream. That's lately my cheat has been ice creams and popcorn, but for the most part I do like to have my fruits and my vegetables, and I do my thing, but I really want to go have a little treat. So I'm going to the CVS, and then I see this dude drive by me and he pops a tire, and I knew he was going to try to talk to me, so I was like, no. I'm like, I don't want to talk to this guy. So I cross the street and I go into the CVS, ended up not getting the ice cream just because I didn't want it anymore. It was too expensive and it just seemed stupid to get. So I was like, no, I don't want the ice cream anymore. I go to the bus stop. He comes back on a skateboard, asks me if I want to ride, and I just knew I didn't want to hang out with this person. Oh, he was so cute. He was Sagittarius. I knew he was going to come over harassing me. I was like, I knew you were going to come. I told him, I said, I knew you were going to come over here harassing me. And he did. And he did. So he comes over. He gives me a ride up to the Fry's, up the street, and of course, something bad happens. I leave my card at the bus stop, so I have to go back. But as we're in the car, I'm listening to his music, and it's just talking about college dropouts and how they're just living life. And I always know the type of person I'm dealing with by the music they listen to. I know people don't say they don't listen to lyrics, but if something relates to you, I'm not going to listen to something about bitches and hoes if I personally don't care about bitches and hoes. So if that's what you're listening to, that's what I'm going to relate you to. And they say, oh, it's just for fun. I don't agree with that personally. I don't have any bitches and hoes music on my playlist. I have sex music that I like because everyone likes sex, because everyone has it every now and then. But personally, I listen to music without lyrics because it calms me down. Anyways, he was, he tried to get my number and stuff. I was like, no, I don't want your number. He ends up driving me back to the bus stop because my card was still there, and I just knew we were going to have an issue because I knew I didn't even want to hang out with this person, and it really flustered me. It really frustrated me. Anyways, I knew another reason why I knew I didn't want to hang out with this person was because one of the first questions he asked me is, can you cook? That's not a question, bro. And that's the first thing anyone ever asked a female whenever they see a female. I hope I didn't burn my pierogies a little bit, but nothing crazy. Whenever anyone sees a female, the first thing that they feel compelled by nature, I guess, to ask is, do you cook? Dude, does it matter if I cook? I'm not gonna be your wife anytime soon, honey. I don't even like you, if I'm being completely honest. And I feel like it kind of puts me into this group, kind of, where I want to be looked at as a female, and I feel like it takes away from me being a female, and it not looked at as a female, I'm sorry. I want to be looked at as a female, but a human, more so than anything. I really want to be looked at as a human. And it's I don't mind him asking me if I cook, but I knew his intentions right after that, and I'm more about a mental connection. When I look for a relationship, I'm not looking for a guy who has the biggest penis or who works out the most. It's just not important to me. If I'm going to be talking to someone or if I'm dating somebody, what's the most important part to me is going to be if we have a mental connection. Because if we don't have a mental connection, then we're not going to work out. And that's just what it is. If we don't have like, if you're not mentally or emotionally like able to connect to somebody, it doesn't seem like that relationship is ever going to be something that's able to work out for you or who you're dating. Just because you guys are going to end up fighting or quarreling about your beliefs at some point, and who the hell wants to do that? I don't know. It really bugged me. And another thing he said was that I was cute. Like, okay, like, there are a lot of cute people. Literally, like, you don't even know who I am. Because a cute person can turn ugly so freaking quickly. So quickly. And that's why I personally, like, I really don't like that our society, like, glorifies and glamorizes people who look pretty. Because then you got these dumbasses who look great walking around and thinking they don't even have to try to have a character because people are just gonna love them because they're cute, and that's not what it is. When in actuality, like, yeah, you can seem like a shitty person too, like, but because people want to have sex with you, they're nice up until they do get to have sex with you, and then it's like they don't want you anymore. Lil Wayne said in one of his songs, I heard someone passing me today, and Lil Wayne said in one of his songs, he said, as long as my bitches love me, and he said, what did he say? He said, after he fucks them, he comes to his senses. I feel like it's like that for a lot of people. Like, after people have sex, they come to their senses. Sex should not be able to control you or anyone that much. Sex shouldn't be able to control you so much to the point where you can't even think for yourself, or, you can't use your mind, because then after people have sex, they realize they was with someone they didn't even like at all. And, sex shouldn't have that much control over you. You should be able to look at someone past the sex and see, like, damn, am I compatible with this person? And if it's just sexual, y'all need to, like, say that it's just sexual, because a lot of girls out here and a lot of men out here getting hurt because they thinking something's more than it's not. And that ain't cool. But, yeah, new apartment. It's going to be such a good neighborhood. I'm so excited. This is my fake tooth. I got it after I took this dancing class, and I broke my mouth. I broke my mouth, man. I smashed my head on the floor. And since the coronavirus started, I haven't been able to go to the doctor, so they're going to take this out and put a new one on. Yeah. What else? What happened? Oh, yeah, I sold some waters today. Today was my off day. I work, like, all week, so, I don't know. I don't want to sit in the house. I really didn't. It makes me feel lazy. So I got up and I started selling waters outside, and I made a good amount of money from a $6 investment. I made $28 to $30, and I was only out there for like an hour and a half. So that's good money to me. I want to go at 3 tomorrow. I want to stay out there from 3 to 6 tomorrow. The sun be beating, but I want to stay out there from like 3 to 6 and see if I can make like a better kind of income. What else happened? I went to the store today, and I told this white lady, I said, what do I do if as a black person I feel like I want to be white? Because that's something I feel sometimes. And she said, well, she's like, you got to be comfortable with who you are, but she said you also got to be comfortable with who you want to be. And I thought that was the most interesting thing. But then she said another thing. She followed that afterwards, saying, I asked her, I said, do you ever feel like, as a white person, do you ever feel guilty for what happened? Or do you ever feel like black people deserve like an apology for what happened as far as like slavery and stuff like that goes? She said to me, she said no. And she said people try to make her feel bad for it, but she doesn't feel bad for it. She doesn't see why she has to feel bad for it. She also said that white people this is the part that's interesting. She said white people gave back the land to the Navajos, and she said they try to keep giving people stuff, but people still want more. She's like, they don't know what to do. So after that, I go outside, right? I end up talking to this random man. And, we end up talking, and you know what? I realized something. Just talking to these people, I realized that that's the problem. And I came back and told her, I said, I don't think that we're supposed to be giving people things. I think people think what they want is to be given something because we live in a materialistic society. But I told her, I said, what I think that people actually want is mental alleviation. I think people want to feel emotionally and like mentally, they want to feel better. they want their emotions to be resolved, and they want mental clarity. And when we went further into the conversation, I was just telling her, like, I think me and her are better, or doing better on the mental spectrum. Kind of like we have less congestion. We're able to think clearly, which makes me want to work, makes me work more effective. Where other people, when they have problems in their lives, they don't want to work, but they have to. Some people have so many problems they can't work because it'll disturb the work environment and it'll make them feel like crap. Other people feel like they have no outlet, no objective, nothing for them to do. They actually feel that hopeless. And to think about that, just kind of like, she was like, she said, I never thought about it like that before. And I told her, I was like, me either. I didn't either. Just came out of nowhere. Then after that, I went over to the lake, or the irrigation, whatever you want to call it, and sung a little bit of Marilyn Manson. Sweet dreams are made of freedom when I disagree. And then, what did I do? Came home. Now I'm cooking pierogies, and I'm talking to you guys with my shitty camera skills. What do you fucking do, right? And I'm using as many onions as possible because I want to smell like shit. I'm sick of men harassing me. Nah. For real though, I want someone to look at me for like more of like a mental kind of thing rather than my looks. So I guess that's why I'm not so bothered about my views. Like I was when I first started making videos. I was like, I'm so bothered about my views. But now I'm just kind of like, no, I'm not. Because people who are mentally, where I'm at, I'm trying to attract a bunch of people. What am I doing with YouTube? I want to make more friends. If it gets big, I'll be excited. If it doesn't, it's okay. I want to see if there's a community of people like me who maybe just want to talk about real shit. And don't want to fake happy, but also don't want to loathe in misery. You know, people who want help mentally, people who just want to be happy and talk about something. Everyone. I just want to talk to everyone on kind of like a real level, like real things that we're dealing with. I think that's really important. It doesn't have to be happy or sad. It's just real shit. I like having real conversations. That's really important to me. And I think that's the main objective of my YouTube. So, not that anyone's going to see this, but if anyone does, thank you. And I hope you have a good day.